Elon Musk uses first principles thinking, while Ray Dalio employs radical transparency. Their decision methods made them billions. Ever look at these titans of industry and wonder, what do they know that I don't? How come they're making these crazy decisions, taking insane risks, and somehow it's all working out? It's not magic, and it's definitely not just luck. It's about the systems, man. These guys have decision frameworks that help them cut through the noise and make the right call, time after time. And the crazy thing is, you can learn these systems too. It's about understanding the principles and then applying them to your own life. So we're talking about decision making, right? That moment when you gotta look at the options in front of you and pick a path. Now, most of us go through life making these calls based on gut feelings or what everyone else is doing, but these billionaires are different. They've got systems, they've got frameworks for thinking that give them an edge. You see it with Elon, right? First principles thinking. He breaks it down to the fundamental truths and builds up from there. And Dalio, man, radical transparency. He wants everyone in the room to challenge his ideas to get to the best possible outcome. These aren't just random quirks, these are calculated strategies. And the best part is, they're learnable. We'll break down their methods and give you the tools to start using them yourself. So buckle up, because we're about to hack the billionaire brain. Now you might be thinking, Joe, this sounds like a bunch of self-help mumbo-jumbo, but hold on, there's more to it than just feel-good talk. There's actual science behind this. It's not just about positive thinking or having a can-do attitude. They did a study at Stanford. Researchers wanted to understand what sets top performers apart from the rest. Top performers don't just wing it, they have a method to their madness. They rely on structured decision-making processes. This means they follow a set of rules or guidelines to make their choices. It's not about being smarter, it's about being more systematic. They break down problems into smaller, manageable parts. These billionaires didn't just wake up one day with all the answers. They didn't have a magic formula handed to them. They spent years in the trenches, making decisions, seeing what works, what doesn't. They learned from their mistakes and successes. They iterated, adapted, and refined their thinking. It's a continuous process of improvement. It's like a feedback loop, constantly pushing them toward better outcomes. Take Elon, for example. He's a prime example of this mindset. The guy's building rockets trying to colonize Mars. That's no small feat. Do you think he's just winging it? No. He's using a method called first principles thinking. He's using first principles thinking to break down complex problems into their most basic elements. This allows him to innovate and find unique solutions. That's not luck. That's a system. A well-thought-out, deliberate system. Or look at Ray Dalio. Another great example of systematic thinking. This guy runs one of the biggest hedge funds in the world, Bridgewater Associates. He's got billions on the line every day. The stakes couldn't be higher. He's using believability-weighted decision-making, where he considers everyone's opinions, but weights them based on their track record and expertise. This ensures that the best ideas rise to the top. All right, let's break down the specific frameworks these guys use. These aren't just random strategies. They're carefully thought-out methods that have been tested and proven over time. We'll start with Elon and his first principles thinking. This approach is all about deconstructing complex problems into their most basic elements. It's about cutting through the BS and getting down to the fundamental truths. By understanding the core principles, you can innovate in ways that others might not even consider. Like, what are the basic building blocks of this problem? Once you identify these, you can start to see new possibilities and solutions that weren't obvious before. Once you understand those, you can start to build innovative solutions. This method has been crucial for Musk in industries ranging from electric cars to space travel. Then you've got Ray Dalio and his radical transparency. This isn't just a buzzword. It's a core part of his management philosophy. He wants everyone in his company to challenge his ideas. By encouraging open dialogue, he ensures that the best ideas rise to the top. Why? Because the best ideas come from a diversity of perspectives. When people feel safe to speak their minds, innovation thrives. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels comfortable speaking their mind. Next up, Jeff Bezos. The Amazon dude's got two big ones. regret minimization, and one-way/two-way doors. These principles guide his decision-making process. Regret minimization is all about thinking long-term. It's a way to ensure that you make decisions that you won't look back on with regret. Imagine yourself at 80 years old looking back on your life. What choices will you be proud of? And which ones will you wish you had made differently? What decision will you regret not making? That's the path you should choose. Then there's one-way/two-way doors. Some decisions are irreversible, others are not. Understanding this distinction helps you take calculated risks. Knowing the difference is huge for making bold moves without getting stuck. This approach has been key to Amazon's rapid growth and adaptability. We can't forget Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man. His approach is all about mental models. These are frameworks or concepts borrowed from different disciplines that help you understand and solve problems. By applying these models, you can see the world in a more nuanced way. He's all about mental models. These mental shortcuts allow you to make better decisions faster. These are frameworks or concepts borrowed from different disciplines that help you understand and solve problems. They provide a toolkit for navigating complex situations. And last but not least, Richard Branson. This guy's all about speed and experimentation. He believes in taking action quickly and learning from the results. He calls it his ready, fire, aim approach. Instead of overthinking, he takes immediate action and adjusts as he goes. This has allowed him to build a diverse empire of successful businesses. Okay, so we've gone deep on these billionaire decision frameworks. But how do you actually use them in your own life? Let's break it down step by step. Imagine you're stuck in a dead-end job. You feel like you're going nowhere, and every day feels like a grind. This is where Bezos' regret minimization framework comes in handy. Ask yourself, will you regret not taking a chance on that new career path more than you'd regret trying and failing? Visualize your future self and the potential regrets you might have. This can help you make a more informed decision, one that aligns with your long-term happiness and fulfillment. Now let's say you've got a big decision to make at your company. Maybe it's a new project or a strategic pivot. Channel your inner Ray Dalio and embrace radical transparency. Get all the stakeholders in a room, lay out the options, and encourage everyone to poke holes in your thinking. This approach not only surfaces potential issues, but also fosters a culture of openness and trust within your team. You might be surprised by the innovative solutions that emerge. Launching a new product? Think like Richard Branson. Don't get bogged down in endless planning and analysis. Instead, focus on getting a minimum viable product out there. Test it in the market, gather customer feedback, and iterate based on what you learn. This agile approach can save you time and resources. The key is to find the frameworks that resonate with you, that fit your personality and your specific situation. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about building your own personal decision-making toolkit, one that empowers you to make better choices and live a more fulfilling life. Now, before you run out and start applying these frameworks willy-nilly, there are a couple of common pitfalls you gotta watch out for. First off, don't just try to copy these billionaires move for move. It's not about mimicking their style. It's about understanding the underlying principles and adapting them to your own life. Second, don't be afraid to experiment. Try out different frameworks on smaller decisions first. See what works for you. Maybe first principles thinking clicks for you, or maybe you're more of a radical transparency kind of person. The point is, there's no one-size-fits-all approach. The key is to learn from those mistakes, to iterate, and to keep refining your process. Remember, these billionaires got there by being adaptable and constantly seeking out new and better ways of thinking. Alright, let's recap. We've covered a lot of ground today, from Elon's first principles thinking to Richard Branson's ready, fire, aim approach. Now it's time to put this knowledge into action. Here's your 3-step plan. Step 1. Pick a framework. Which one resonated with you the most? Step 2. Apply it. This week, use that framework for 3 decisions, big or small. It could be anything from deciding what to eat for dinner to making a major career move. Step 3. Document and refine. Pay attention to the outcomes. Did the framework help you make a better decision? What worked well? What could you improve? All right, folks, it's time to get real. Which billionaire's decision-making style resonated with you the most? Are you a first principles thinker like Elon? Or are you more of a radical transparency advocate like Ray Dalio? Hit me up in the comments and let me know. And hey, while you're there, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on the next episode. It really helps the algorithm, and it helps me reach more people with this important message. Thank you for watching.